Herzlich willkommen zurück hier bei Let's Play Dysfunctional Systems, beziehungsweise die erste Episode davon. So, mal sehen, ob wir wieder reinkommen. Cyrus und Winter hier haben sich ja des Längeren unterhalten und sie sind ja hier quasi auf einer Mission in einer fremden Welt, die Winter noch nicht ganz versteht, und Cyrus ist hier ihr Mentor. So, how long did you shadow her? Ah nein, falsche Stimme. 3 days. I see. You've never had alcohol, have you? Was ist denn das für ein Break? What? No, sir, I would never. I mean, I'm too young. I stop in my track and he stops to turn. His lips then curl up into a kind of oh expression, overwhelming at my innocence, ripe to be defiled. It's creepy, I'm uncomfortable. No, you wouldn't do anything against the rules, would ya? Is that a test? A trick? A challenge? No, sir, I wouldn't. His smile broadens at this, and my discomfort increases. You know, Winter, each world you visit will have its own laws, its own customs, and its own social graces. You're going to have to learn to make your mind a little more flexible if you want to succeed. I'm going to have you drink some alcohol at the bar. Excuse me? I don't want to. Besides, I'm underage. It's against the law. Well, Winter, in many cultures you will be expected to drink, even at your current age. Wie alt sind wir denn? You should be ready for that, and you should know the effects alcohol has on yourself and others. What? He's telling me to break the law? Whoa, no. That's completely out of my comfort zone. I probably hate alcohol even. Right? I do not want to do this. I mean, I know we're in another world, so it's not really the law, but... No, this is my conviction. I was born and raised to a set of rules, and I think it would be best to live by them. It's like what I learned in class. One might think it's best to try absorbing all aspects of culture's met. However, it's not advisable. In absorbing a culture, you run the risk of becoming absorbed by the culture as well. Wow, hier wird gerade harte Philosophie ausgefahren. Und es ist eine interessante erste Direktive, die hier haben, wenn man das so nennen darf. Mediators should not forget who they are. I'm Winter Harrison. I will not be shaken by this. I don't think I can do that, sir. Winter. That's an order. This is part of your training. If you do not drink alcohol at the bar, I will be forced to fail you. Oh Mann, hätte mir das mal jemand gesagt in meiner Ausbildung. What? That isn't... That's not allowed. You can't make me do anything. I most certainly can. I'm your mentor. Oh ja, wenn mein Ausbilder... Oder wenn ich als Ausbilder minderjährigen Mädchen mit Alkohol abfüllen möchte, ist das mein gutes Recht. Ganz klar. Only for today, and you aren't always going to be that. Besides, you can't threaten me because I have my convictions and I won't forget who I am. Shh. I'm right. I can tell I'm right because my cheeks are flushed. My heart is pounding and he looks wounded. I hurt him. I struck out against him, and he knows he's wrong. It isn't just enough that he's hurting inside, though. I need to teach him a lesson. I need to knock it into him. Aua. Therefore I will raise this trembling arm and trembling fist. I will raise it and grit my teeth, and I'll punch him right in his pathetic-looking chest. Oh ja, das will ich sehen, Winter. Oh. What? Winter? What is this? I'm rebelling against you. Did you just punch me? I nod my head quickly and with purpose. You did? What does it look like? My fist smashed into your ribs, didn't I? Well, smashed is... All of a sudden, my heart goes puff, as if something heavy has lightly fallen on it. I glance up to find Cyrus resting his hand on my head. Although I know what he is doing, in fact I just said so, I still am compelled to ask. What are you doing? Fine, I won't force you to drink. You mean you can't? I mean, I won't. I will, however, put forth a stern suggestion. It would be very wise of you to drink. It will help you ease into the taste of another place. I know what they've taught you, and I'd be lying if I said I ignore what I've learned. Just remember the way it's worded. You're allowed to let yourself go a little, just don't forget. I haven't forgotten, and neither have you, it seems. But you shouldn't be afraid of stepping outside of yourself, if only for a little while. In a sense, that's what you're doing already in being here. So I urge you, Winter, have a pint. I'll just... a little. Good enough. Well, there's a bar. Come on, Winter. That's a bar? What makes it any different from the other stores? It looks just the same from outside. They don't seem to pride themselves on distinction out here. I run my head through my hair and grimace. I wonder if since all the storefronts look like this, maybe they're all bars? What a terrible thought. What if this culture which loves to drink? Will I be expected to drink a lot? I hope not. Wally, I begin to follow Cyrus. What I'm doing. This is illegal. I wonder if I can report this. Na, das ist ja ein hübscher Platz. Okay, brace for it. No amount of alcohol, tingled breath could be enough to repair me for a bar smell, surely. Mother always talks about how awful bars are and how that's why she only ever drinks at home. Okay, das kann man jetzt auch zweideutig verstehen. Sweaty and piggish and smelling like failure. This can only lead to mystery. Slowly I part the fingers over my nostrils. It doesn't smell at all. Cut it out, Winter. You look ridiculous. Hey, leave me alone. I've been misled. Slowly I put down my hand, but not without glaring at Cyrus. He ignores this, of course, and walks over to an empty table to have a seat. He then pats the top of the chair next to him, inviting me. Well, whatever. I follow his lead, still cautious of this place. Notice how there's only a few people here, although it's lunch hour. What do you imagine that means? Most of the people here really like to work? Or maybe they really have to. Well, it's probably a good thing that this place is so empty. Too many customers might be a bit overwhelming for you. Can I also make it rather difficult to actually find out anything? I see. There are only 4 other people in the bar besides us, all of whom are men and all thrice my age by the look of it. The 2 seem to be customers are dressed in a rather rough manner, like they've walked out of a construction site. I'm not the type to pride myself on appearance or anything, but I actually feel slightly embarrassed for them. They aren't the first in this world to look so deplorable, though. In fact, I would say they look fairly good by comparison. Most people I have seen look like they picked their outfit from a pile of rags. Thankfully, the other 2, both in uniform, are very presentable. The waiter, he's probably the waiter, looks rather spiffy, and the man behind the counter is quite cleanly dressed, so this world is not entirely hopeless. But enough about men in clothes. The wall behind the counter is far more interesting. Yep. There are 2 length rows of wildly varying bottles, some round, some square, and some outright peculiar. Admittedly, I'm excited. Only for a second, I assure you. After all, I've been told that alcohol tastes like piss. Well, I would know myself. I've never tried it. What? You've never tried alcohol? No, piss. Ja, ist kein Bear Grylls, das steht fest. It isn't the best until you get used to it. That's aside, I've also been told that it makes you act like a twit, causes bout of forgetfulness, and slowly poisons your liver. That is true, to a point. Eventually, you become addicted to it. Not everyone does, but there's a possibility. Then why drink it? Some people enjoy losing control over themselves, and many love to forget. You'll see for yourself and be able to form your own opinion soon. Oh Mann, die zwei machen mir jetzt richtig Lust. I would rather not. Honestly, I'm more than fine with following the popular opinion. It is often correct and has saved me a lot of trouble in the past. While my thoughts wander to safer days, the man who I believe is the waiter comes to a table. What can I get you? 2 beers, and brand you like. Coming right up. When he departs, I find myself curious about 2 things. Firstly, I have to drink 2 beers? No, one is for me. Why would you want to drink one? I'm one of the people who enjoy losing a bit of control over themselves. I would not have packed him the third, at any rate the second thing. What's a brand, sir? Does it have something to do with fire and iron? Pardon? Well, we used to brand cattle and other animals with a symbol that would associate them with their farmer, right? That is, I affirm, my history. That was with fire and iron, so is this something similar? I'm not saying something stupid, am I? Is it how the alcohol is made, perhaps? Are the ingredients burned in some way before they officially appear? Maybe with some sort of spiritual symbol? They do call them spirits after all, there must be a reason for that, right? Why isn't he saying anything? Or has it something to do with real spirits? Like some sort of rite where each batch is brewed in honor of someone who's died? I mean, I've read this place can be very strange and... am I close? Oh please, let me be close. No. No, you are not close. Crap, I should have shut up for way earlier. Why would I ramble like that? Now I look like a fool. Honestly though, I'm a little disappointed. Some fantasy would be nice. Winter, I'm starting to think you have already gotten yourself drunk off the atmosphere. Pfft, oh please. Here you go. The waiter has returned, bearing 2 tall and thick tankards foaming at the brim. Beer right now. Right, I know more of vodka and wines. One is placed in front of Cyrus and the other one in front of me. Enjoy! He leaves. I peek over my cup slip and peer into his mouth. The beverage does not take kindly to my curiosity, bubbling and spitting at me. I withdraw with a start. How intimidating. Sir? Don't be such a baby, it won't kill you. There'll be much worse things you'll have to swallow than alcohol, trust me. Oh! Bilder in meinem Kopf. Das in einer japanischen Story. Nee. It sounds as though Cyrus is perfectly fine with bending over, should the situation demand it. Ingesting things like this? Ingesting things worse than this? Allow me to apologize, Cyrus, but I am not a wimp. I know where to draw the line. It is quite the opposite of weakness, really. It's strength. No one is going to be forcing me to do anything I don't agree to. That said, I did say I would drink some of this. Lifting a glass with both hands, I gingerly tip it towards my lips and take a mouthful. Oh heaven, I do not want to drink this. I swish the liquid a bit, and as it mixes with my saliva it seems nearly vicious even. I want to retch. This is simply the worst thing I have ever put in my mouth. Na dann bist du aber noch ziemlich... auch hier keine Bilder. It bullies the back of my throat with a sizzling, no, a burning sensation that has spread throughout my entire oral cavity. The ordeal lasts less than 10 seconds before I stop thinking and just swallow it. Oh, come on. Goosebumps ripple across my skin and my eyes water. The beer drains down my esophagus, raising everything in its descent. This is disgusting! Cyrus proceeds to drain the half of his glass with a speed rivaling my mother's, and an expression just as insensible. It amazes me that he can stomach it, and even more that he's willingly subjecting himself to it. Whoa, this is pretty okay actually. Best I have had in a while. You're joking? That was worse than what I imagined piss to taste like. And the sensation, everything about it, it's just disgusting. Honestly, I find myself at a loss for words here. This beverage is just nasty. Finish this glass and we'll move along. I'm not finishing this. Do it. Do it. I mock him. Don't take the tone, just finish your glass. Finish? Finish my glass? I let my hands drop with gravity, my cup crashing onto the table. This is what you want me to finish? Then, Cyrus, who I'm quickly losing respect for, I will drink this mug and in fact finish it, if you do one thing for me in the future. Pardon? It isn't loud in here, Cyrus. I know that you heard me. Well, then what do you want me to do? Nothing now. The future is not now. Now is the present. The future is later, and I will tell you then. Ah, die junge Dame mag's geheimnisvoll. Und ich frage mich, wo das Ganze hier hinführt. Aber mir gefallen solche japanischen Geschichten. Ich weiß, da seid ihr vielleicht geteilter Meinung, aber ihr müsst es ja nicht zusehen. Und ich spiel's so oder so. Deswegen werden wir jetzt safen. Hier bei Nummer 2. Und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder, wenn es hier wieder heißt Let's Play Dysfunctional Systems. Macht's gut, bis bald. Euer Chris.